friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into their current feelings for you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot, and pile number two is the Good Karma Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. For those of you who chose Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, that one. Your person's feelings towards you. One's person's feelings towards power. Okay. See what we have here for today. We have the Magician, Oracle of Cups, Death, the Devil, the Tower, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, I also have your Oracle cards. We're going to get into that as well. We have Thinker. We have Claim I Am with 41. We have Meter. I nurture growth in myself and in nature. 1414 positivity. Connection. Show up consistently. Okay. This could be a no contact and or separation situation. That energy is also coming through. You could be with this person, but I don't think things are okay between the two of you. I think that your person is going through a significant transformation, and I feel that they are right now letting go of limiting beliefs that were not really supporting how they were showing up in this connection or how they wanted to show up. I was called to correct that. So it's possible that your person has been taking a lot of time to reflect upon their actions when they were showing up for this connection. So even if you both are in a connection together or you're in separation, there's been a lot of thinking about how they have shown up for this connection, and there's something about how they've been showing up that kind of is making them feel guilty, or there's a little bit of regret. I am seeing that your person's limiting beliefs might have stopped them from fully opening their heart, or it's possible that every time you were open to this person, they might not have been able to give you as much as you were able to give them, or they might not have been able to give you as much as they wanted to. There was always something stopping them. And I think that the resistance that they had within them was something that they were actually very ashamed of. It's not something that they had a lot of, I guess I would say, the way that they might have construed it outside might have been, oh, okay, well, I'm not that kind of a person. Like, I don't write cheesy poems, or all of that is just rubbish to me. And, you know, this person may have scoffed it, but deep down, that resistance that they had to being who they truly wanted to be, it's not like they had to enact someone else's version of being in a connection. No, it was just their own desires. This person had suppressed it And that resistance is actually something that your person was ashamed about, regardless of how they may have portrayed it to the rest of the world. And I think that you have asked. I really feel the energy where you may have asked for this person to step up. You may have asked for certain things in this connection, and often I think you might have been met with, this is all that I can do. Stop changing me, or stop forcing me to be a different person. This is just who I am. This is what I can give, take it or leave it. And I think that over time, you in particular, Pal 1, you've let go of so many of your desires because you felt that you had to accommodate your person's wishes. And there is a recognition that's coming through, because I'm tapping into their energy, and they're thinking about how you've actually sacrificed so many of your needs, so many of your desires, and to a point where I think that you might have even settled for less than bare minimum with this person, just because they said that they wouldn't be able to give you, and it looked like this person would be ready to leave every time you asked for what you deserved, or even just spoke about your needs. You could still be with this person, and some things kind of made them realize. Would not be surprised if there have been life experiences that your person's going through, which is making them realize that the resistance that they've built, that's actually on them. They're ashamed of it, and that's why it's coming out in a different way. And so that resistance by itself is breaking down. And for those of you who are not with this person, it could be that you are now in a healthy relationship, and probably you're sharing it on social media, and you're being treated the way that you've always wished to be treated, and there's like an ease to that connection, and your person could be watching it from the outside, wishing that they were that person, because I think that this person did feel a genuine connection with you. They did feel everything when it came to you. I think that there was a lot of light that this connection brought to them. But given their own limiting beliefs about themselves, or about the kind of person that they really wanted to be, and maybe there was external pressure on this person being a different kind of person, or being a little bit more stoic, not giving in to, I guess I want to say cheesy. So in this person's mind, it could be too cheesy, but you might have just actually been bare minimum. And so that kind of thought process is being removed from your person. I would not be surprised if the universe has stepped in. There could be two different narratives coming through over here. One is your person is learning how to be open to who they truly are on the inside when it comes to showing up in a connection, and it happened because of you. It's probably like you triggered that process of understanding for this person, and it might actually be for someone else. Like you were the trigger point, you were the karmic partner for this person, and you triggered that within your person so that they could show up for their person in a way that is open-hearted. For some of you, I am getting that narrative. For others of you, I am getting that you were the trigger so that your person could open their heart for you. All right, two different storylines coming through very, very strongly for me. So I just wanted to put that out there. For those of you where the third party resonates, where you might have been a trigger point for this person to be open-hearted and to experience true love in their life, maybe later down in the future, I think that you have emotionally cut off from this person. Like it doesn't actually matter to you where they are at. You just wish them well, and you're not expecting anything to happen. You're not waiting on them, nothing. Like you've closed your end of the contract with this person. All right, there's closure for you. So if that's the storyline, then I can feel closure on your end. But if you've not, felt closure and you feel that there's something more to happen, then don't get worried that I mentioned that narrative. That's not for you, all right? So always take what resonates and take what feels aligned to you, all right? So that is only if you've fulfilled your end of the contract and you don't feel anything more. But if you're feeling that there's more to the story, then it looks like you are in the second narrative, where this person is learning how to be open-hearted towards you. That clarity has set in. They're taking a lot of time to think, to grow as a person as well, to accept the feelings that they have for you, and more importantly, how to show those feelings in a way that feels authentic to them. And you know, the way that it's coming to me is whatever your needs and desires were, it was actually not too much for this person. It was just that they didn't want to be portrayed in a certain way, even though deep down that was what they naturally aligned to. So all of those walls are just shattering right now, and they're starting to be clear that what you were asking for was not too much. It's just that there was a lot of resistance, there was a lot of limiting beliefs, and now they want to be that person. So it looks like they want to show up consistently for you, whether you are in contact or in no contact. They do want to start showing up, and it's kind of like there's a different version of themselves that's growing within them right now with Claim I Am. It's kind of like, yes, this is who I am. You know, the more your person accepts who they truly are on the inside, like with this Tower moment happening, I think that it is really, there's a lot of foundations that are breaking for your person, foundations that were not serving for your person, and now they're slowly owning up. Yes, that's the phrase that I was looking for. They're slowly owning up to the person that they truly are on the inside, rather than the person that they thought they should be, or the person that they were pressured to be. All right, so that's what's happening with the person right now. So let's take a look and see if there are any, like, maybe additional messages for you or some advice. Let's see. Seven of Cups. Yes, your person's choosing to do this. All right, it is difficult. I think that the process, whatever the Tower moment is, I don't think that it is related to your connection, as in it might not be about your connection. It could be other circumstances that are causing this realization within your person, but it is affecting the energy of your connection. That's the message coming through. So your person's choosing to accept the lessons that they are meant to learn at this point in time. There's very, very little resistance. I think whatever the resistance I'm feeling, it's very, very limited. So I think that your person's going on that path. It might take them some time to fully accept the person that they are, to fully embody the person that they are, but they're gonna get there. All right, they're gonna get there. So give this person some time, whether you're with them or in no contact or separation. This person's thinking through things, they're figuring it out mentally, and it looks like they are coming. I think that the universe is really stepping in for you over there. So I think that not just for you, yes, you know, I was called to correct that. So for your person as well, I think that this is part of the soul lesson that they'd signed up. So it was time for them to learn this lesson. So it looks like there's going to be a lot more new energy in this connection. So I wish both of you the most peaceful path to alignment. Alrighty, so this is where I will leave you for today. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, and I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 2, for those of you who chose the Good Karma Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2, person's current feelings. Pile 2's person's current feelings. For 2. Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Lovers, the Sun, Five of Coins. All right. I also have your Oracle cards, so we're going to get into that as well. We have Mending, we have Awaken Your Senses, we have Artemis, we have stability with 4242, frustration, and learn to say no. Okay. There's definitely been some kind of disagreement between the two of you. Both of you could be going through a really tough phase. I think maybe both of you are just not able to come on the same page. I don't know why I wanted to say pages, even though it's come on the same page. But maybe there are multiple issues that are coming up between the two of you, and you're just not able to see eye to eye on a couple of things, and that might be overwhelming for the two of you at this point. And I am also seeing that harsh words might have been exchanged between the two of you. This could be a no contact, this could be a separation, but you could also be very well together with limited contact. I am seeing that there's just a lot of friction between the two of you right now. Now, your person's current feelings, first off, they're sad. All right, they're really, really sad about what's going on between the two of you, about this disconnect. And if you're, given whatever both of you have said in the heat of the argument, they're quite sad about whatever's come up. So maybe you said something that hurt them, they said something that hurt you, and then both of you are hurt and both of you are sad. And, there's a little bit of wishing, okay, I wish I did not say that, or I wish, that conversation never even came up, or that we didn't handle that very well. So there are all of these thoughts that are going on within your person, and I think that they're feeling really sad about this whole phase that both of you are in. Your person's reminding themselves of how much they love you. They're reminding themselves of, the fact that this is the problem, but there's also a lot of love between the two of you. They're finding it a little bit hard to not to take things personally. Like maybe you might have said something in anger, and your person's trying to remember the love that you have for them. But I think that the frustration sometimes does get better of them, and they're doing their best. I think that you are too, Paltu. And I think that right now, both of you are cooling down. That's the energy that's coming through. Your person wants to bring back the happiness that was once there between the two of you, but I think that maybe both of you are at a point where you need to sit down and talk things through. Maybe there's a lot that both of you need to come on the same page, and maybe it is going to take some time for that to happen. But your person is trying to be optimistic. I will say that they do struggle a little bit with it, just that maybe the problem is really that intense, and maybe right now both of you are not able to find a solution, so there's a little bit of worry about where both of you are headed. I think that there's just kind of that panic that sets in sometimes when you feel that, okay, we've never fought like this before, or things have never been this bad before, so that there's a little bit of that fear that's coming in. But at the same time, your person's reminding themselves that, and I wanted to say yourself, so probably their higher self is coming through to remind you that both of you have been through some tough times together in the past, and you've made it out of it, happy, and you've come to a very strong point. So this is just one of those phases where both of you will work it out together. So that kind of assurance is coming through. I think that your person's higher self might also be coming through for your person, and just gently reminding themselves that, there is a way out of this, and both of you have been through tough phases before, and you're going to come out of it as well. So there is a need for mending at this point between the two of you. Your person knows it. I think you know it as well. And I think that both of you are not feeling very stable in this connection, and there is a need to bring about that stability, that balance in this connection. I think that that is what both of you are meant to work on next in this connection. So right now, I think it's a little bit more that your person is in their feels about this connection. They're thinking about how to resolve, but it's more about accepting that they're feeling sad about this. And I think that your person's allowing themselves to feel everything that they're feeling about this connection. With learn to say no coming up, I think that both of you are learning how to set boundaries with each other. I think that your person is learning how to accept your boundaries, or even put boundaries for you, so that both of you don't encroach on each other's spaces, and both of you can kind of live amicably together. And I don't mean literally live together, but for some of you it could be. For others of you, it's just how are you going to blend your lives in, and boundaries are very, very necessary and are healthy for relationships. So probably both of you are entering that phase where you are trying to understand what works and what doesn't work and how to set better boundaries with each other. It could also be new areas of your life that are coming to the surface right now, and you both need to set boundaries for those as well. So it's not that you both haven't set boundaries before. I think that it just could be either there needs to be tweaking of that because both of you are also growing up, right? Both of you are also maturing, and you're also changing your perspectives. You're also changing yourself, like evolving yourselves as you go. So maybe there might be some tweaking that needs to happen there, or it could be completely new areas that are just stepping now into your lives, and you need to figure out how to navigate that together. All right. And with Artemis coming out, I think that your person is realizing that, I mean, there's something about freedom coming through. So maybe boundaries, that's one thing that's coming through, but another way that's coming through is your person is realizing that they can choose how to show up in this connection. You know, as much as they're frustrated and they're angry, they can choose to respond rather than react to what's going on. And so I really think that both of you might have kind of reacted to each other's energy, and both of you might not be very proud of how things went down between the two of you. And so your person's realizing that, okay, I have a choice over here. I can choose to respond. I didn't have to show up the way that I did, or I didn't have to say that whatever I did, like, you know, whatever they did, they didn't have to say it like that, or they could have said it better. So there's a lot of regret coming through. There's a lot of, your person's very, very sad. I feel like saying that again because they are, all right? But at the same time, I think that this phase is teaching both of you certain lessons about being together, about aligning together. And I think that both of you are on that path, all right? One message or one advice for you. Okay. A little bit of, yeah. Your person needs some space, and I think you do too. I think both of you are in the energy where you are blocking this connection from moving forward just because of the energy that you're in. Perhaps there's a lot of resentment, perhaps there's still a lot of frustration. So take some time to cool down, take some time to shift your energy, all right? So if that is shifting your focus into something that is a lot more lighter, given that the energy of this connection has been heavy for quite some time, so maybe shifting your energy to lighter aspects, like maybe removing your frustration through creative outlets, or focusing your energy on things that bring you joy, all right? So that helps to lighten that energy within you so that both of you can come back to this connection feeling a lot better about yourselves and in a different mindset, in a healthier mindset, in a lighter mindset to tackle the problems. Because it's not that both of you can't resolve it. I think that you both can. It's just that the energy that both of you are in might be a little bit self-destructive at this point. So shift that energy, right? And it's possible. You're just dealing with a lot of heavy energy. So try to transmute that energy, shift, get it out of you, or focus your energy onto lighter things that bring you joy, so that you can kind of absorb that energy. For some of you, it could be going out in nature, you know, just spending time with nature, grounding yourself, allowing the earth to actually take your energy and give you more positive energy. That could also be it. I am also feeling water for some reason. You know, whether that is taking a nice long warm bath, you know, kind of letting the exchange of energy happen. That could be it. So whatever works for you, all right? I think that you already do have like a routine set up every time you're feeling heavy energy. So take some time to lighten the energy within you, and then come back to the table to work things out with your person. And I think that your person is also going to be doing the same thing as well. If they aren't, you could actually propose that both of you take some time from each other, do things that help you feel lighter, and then come back to work on this, all right? Because it's possible to work through this, it's just the energy needs to be a little bit lighter on both ends, all right? Okay, how to, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.